Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is. How are you all? Hope you're all keeping okay. God, loads has been happening. Loads, honestly. Like I say, what a difference a day makes, or a week. Anyway. Oh, what can I say? Well, in a bit, from last time that you saw the channel and we were doing anything, we had a look round. We saw how the dailies were going on. We added some feed. We've talked about what types of feed and that. I mean, I only touched on a couple of things really. There wasn't actually a lot really that I touched on. Maybe we could do that in depth again another time. But I mean, the little bit of feed, you don't have to go out and start buying everything and having this, that, and the other. But you just need the basics, and you don't even have to get what I got. Honestly, it's so simple. But the proof is in the pudding. So got a couple of surprises in shop for you again as we've gone on week by week. So by the time that you probably see this this video, it'll probably be halfway through August, something like that. I am 2-3 weeks behind at the moment, but I'm just trying to make sure that you've got enough content. I don't want to be releasing more than one video a week really, because I don't want to bore you to death, and at the end of the day you only want to see what's interesting really. So, and you want to see what the progress is, the progress on the allotment, the progress on the plants, some of the things that we've actually talked about, as I said before, some of the different feeds, and any new ideas. So I haven't had much in the comments at the moment because I'm really only just starting out, but that's not a problem, you know. When we start talking and people start to get a lot more subscriptions and people start coming on board. What do you reckon, Jess? I've got Jess down here and Tiggy. Well, I've got both dogs here. They'll never leave my side. Yeah, we'll get more to talk about, more what's going on and everything. So again, we're not doing too bad on the water. We've had a right load of rain. Choo choo! That was the Hogwarts Express, honestly. Anyway, it's gone now. Yeah, so as you can see behind me, we've had a load of water in Morecambe. Normal Morecambe weather. 4 seasons in one day, as they say. They say that, you know. So, yeah, so we'll just look up here. If you have a look. I'll just show you something. Hold on. Just right, yeah. Right, I'll just show you something. Oop. So, Mr. Fat Pigeon keeps eating all the food. I can fill these up and they're gone in 24 hours. Same as these over here. These ones here, they're empty. So we'll have to fill them up in a minute. Fill them up again. I'm sure it's that fat pigeon that's getting it. Not fair on the other little birds, is it really? So I'll take these down ready. Mind you, I'll probably not fill them up today because, as you notice, it's a bit windy. And when it's windy, the wind just shakes all the food out of them. It's like swaying along all day long. It just shakes the food out of them. So, yeah. So I've got a few jobs outstanding on the allotment at the moment. All it takes is a bit of rain, doesn't it? You know, so got a few jobs outstanding, and some of the jobs to name are we need to clip some of the plants down, probably give some of the flowers away. We'll have a look at them in a minute. I've got a bit, some grass coming through on the slabs down here, so I'll have to stick some hot water or something down there. And won't be far off actually swapping the guttering over on here, because with the water's not got so far to go now. So a bit more rain, we'll get this one full up, And then what I'll do is I'll change the level of the guttering up here. So I've got it, if you see the guttering there, it's on a bit of an angle, so all the water comes this side. So I'll get Claudia, because Claudia does the spanners. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just say to Claudia, can you just unlevel the guttering so the water now goes onto the IBCs on the other side. So that's another job. So, and I've been eating all the peas as well. You know, all the peas that don't get home, the purple peas, poddy peas from Robinson's down the A6 near Cabus. I wasn't advertising, honestly. Yeah, so that's it so far. So we'll have a look round, we'll have a walk around the allotment, and then we'll talk about some stuff, and then we'll take it from there. So thanks a lot, guys. Keep coming every week, keep tuning in. If you like our little channel and that, just subscribe to it. We're starting to release other videos on there as well, with the camper van. So you've probably seen the camper van by now. There wasn't really much to talk about the camper van. It's just a basic cheap camper van that's been converted, that's got the basic amenities inside it to go off grid, because I'm a bit stingy like that. I don't like paying campsite fees. Everything's just getting dear, isn't it? So if I can find somewhere free, then I'll take the opportunity, as long as it's safe. Got to feel safe though. So we've got some trips coming up as well. Plus I want to get some stuff done on the motorbike. So get the motorbike out. So yeah, so that's everything. So take care. Thanks a lot. And I'll see you in a minute. All right. Jess, now then, Tiggy. Are we going to have a walk round the allotment? Yeah? You reckon, Jess? We're going to talk about the allotment and tell all the viewers what's been going on lately. Yeah? So as you can see... Oh, yeah, you eat that grass for me, Jess. You eat as much of that grass as you want, because I need to get rid of it. So... Good girl. There we go. Good girl, Jess. So here we are with the dahlias. Look at that. That's with the dahlia crop feed. Yeah, so we've got an abundance of plants here. Also, remember we sprayed them a bit. Look how healthy, how green the leaves are and the stems and everything. Again, look at the quality. We've got nature playing its part here as well with the bees. The bees there are having a whale of a time. There's bees everywhere, so which is good for the allotment. So yeah, loads of little dahlias. I do prefer the big-headed ones, as I've said before, but there we go. I'll just level that up a bit. There we go. There we go, Jess. You all right? Yeah. Look at that, Jess. Psst, psst. Jess, look at that. The size of that one there. Look at that. That's quite a big head, that. It's a beautiful looking purple one. Yeah. And some more little ones there. Then we've got some quite bigger ones here. Purple looking. Not my favourite colour. They look a bit like oldified. But I'll just pick some different ones next time. Never mind. Beggars can't be choosers, you know. Can we, Jess? They're not bad, are they? Can't moan. So look at these. I like the bright colours. Look at these here. These bright ones here. They look absolutely lovely. Look at the striking colours of red. And the quality of the greenery here as well. And a lot of that's to do with the feed. Remember, we gave them some dahlia compound feed, or some type of dahlia powder feed that I added to the water, and I sunk it in as well normally. And again, that was from Elixar Garden Supplies at Morecambe. Great bunch of lads. We'll look after you. Just tell them what you want. And that's where I get quite a lot of my stuff from. Again. So yeah, that's brilliant. Just this one here. This one here is just hiding. Look at the size of that. See if I can... there you go. Anyway. So here we have the sweet corn. Sweet corn's forming lovely here. Oh, let's just have a look. That's forming really nice now. Be a while before we be another 3 or 4 weeks yet. Another 3 or 4 weeks for that. But we'll have a look round. Have a look round there. See all the sweet corn, all the cobs and that in the buckets. They're looking lovely so far. As you can see, one of the jobs I need to do at the moment is it needs a bit of a trim. So we just turned up today, so we'll give it a bit of a trim. And what I'll do is I'll film me doing it on one of these daft time-lapse things. Got the camera there set up there already. You guarding that, Jess? Yeah? You guarding that? Good girl. And here comes Harry Potter. Choo choo! Yeah, it's the only thing about round here on these allotments is the noisy trains. Too much salad coming out of our ears, ain't we, girls? Eh? We've got too much. Look at all these Italian Rosso Reds. I'll have to take some home. So again, this one ain't doing too bad. This is another dahlia, yeah. Quite healthy looking plant, not bad. It's had a bit of a chew at it, but I'm willing to compensate that. I'm not bothered about that. So overall, these dahlias at the back, let's have a quick look at these before we move on to the others. They're not doing too bad. Oh, there we go. So we've got the white ones here. Look at these white ones. Look at that. Just a bit of dahlia feed. Yeah. Look at the size of these. They're beautiful, them. So back to the dahlias. Yep, they're here. They're doing very well. Look at these. Look at them. Can't moan at that, can you? Just a little bit of plant feed. That's all it was. Just a little bit. And we did well there. Yeah. And what do you reckon to these ones, Tiggy? You having a little old scratch? Hey? Tig Tig? What do you reckon? Look at these. Hey? Anyway. Look at these. Again, white ones. I'll have to start dishing some out. I've got some friends that deserve these. Yeah. So there we go. And look at these calla lilies. Remember these calla lilies? Remember when they first started out? Yeah. Again, look at them. The quality of them. Not bad, is it? So I've got 2 over here. I've got another 2 purple ones come up there. They're not too bad. So I could do with a bit of a tidy up, but I'll do that in a minute. So rest of the plot, how are we getting on at the back end? Well, front end, sorry, front end. So we've got a few bedding plants there, some begonias. These baby calla lilies, these will do good for next year, because what I'll do with these is I'll transfer these into a bigger area, so they'll come up like these ones did over here. So next year, them 3 baby ones should end up getting as big as these. Yeah? Them 3 babies should be getting as big as them. So strawberry plants, they've been and gone this time of year. Once the tennis has been on, that's kiss goodbye to your strawberries. That's about the time. One thing to mention is that this time of the year, so now, well, this video won't get it through till like halfway through August, but it's July. It's coming towards the end of July. The end of July is about the time you want to start thinking about putting your winter veg in. Yeah. No, I don't. I always used to put it in at the end of July, because even though when it's cold and in the ground, it'll keep for a long time. So I wouldn't worry too much about it with it being a tad early, a couple of weeks early. Honestly, get it in the ground, get it growing while you can. That's any of your winter veg. So here we have, let's have a look. Yeah, pink celery there in the middle. Yeah, pink celery. Yeah, pink celery from Robinson's. And that's lettuce, more lettuce again. There we are. There we are. Pink celery. Again, that'll come up. A couple of weeks, that'll come up. That's no problem. Lovely. Can you hear the birds? It's lovely when you hear the birds. Nice and peaceful. So we've got some cracking dahlias coming up here to show you now. Look at the striking colours in these. They're quite big as well. These ones here as well. Just different colours. They're lovely. So, just trying to make sure I don't fall over. It's one thing I'm always in fear of doing, is falling over. That's why I got that all done at the back there. I got all this flattened out at the back by the builder we use normally. He did me a right favour there. Look at the size of this. Bit of an oldie colour, isn't it? But yeah, look at that. And again, they're a beautiful pink colour, like purpley pink and yellow. Again, you know, the quality of that. And a lot of the quality of these dahlias and everything is down to a lot of the feed, I think. You know, if I was to go normal, I don't think we'd have got big heads as big as this. Again, look at these striking colours again. I know they're the same ones, but the quality of that is very good. So if you remember, 2 weeks ago, we let's get the camera up so you can see that properly. We planted some peas in here. They're only just coming through at the moment. You see them there, just coming through. That's some more peas, some purple peas there. So we'll try for them, see what happens there. All right, Jess. All right. So here we have Cobra. The Cobra long beans. They're not doing too clever, but they're starting to, all right, you know, near the end of July, they're starting to climb up anyway. They're getting a bit further, so I can't grumble too much. Be nice when we get some long beans off them. Very nice. So, look at that. There's a surprise for you. Look how high the purple peas are. Purple peas are doing well. I've got to admit, I've just had my mate Bill Haley here. He's only just left. And we've been sat here, putting the world to rights, eating purple peas together. So, they never do make it home, but they're lovely. Yeah, they're really lovely. So, even Bill Haley liked them. so he got a load for himself. So that was Bill's side. The other side was my side. Yeah, so some of the jobs that's outstanding. Need to tidy this up. These are your compost bin areas. I'll get them tidied up. This grass wants a good trimming as well. And we just had some potatoes out here. So look, we just had some potatoes. Me and Bill dug some potatoes up out there. So he got some kestrel. There just happened to be some kestrel potatoes in there. And these here, I took some cuttings towards the end of last season, and all they are is rose cuttings. Just trimmed some cuttings off a rose bush, yeah, and look at that. They've come through in the first year alone altogether. So that's just off some cuttings, so that's not too bad, is it? Like down here, we'll have to get all this tidied up. So the rhubarb. Now I had some plums off a plum tree across the way there. I might just share some rhubarb with them. Got some champagne rhubarb there. There's quite a lot there, so I don't mind sharing it. So here we go. Choo choo! Yeah, there goes Harry Potter. The Hogwarts Express. So then, just to give you an update on everything, we'll have a look in the greenhouses. So this is a surprise we're talking about. Don't forget we put some feed in and we cut the tomato plants down and they were only halfway, yeah? So you remember, it was only halfway, yeah? Now look at them. We're into the roof now, guys. We're into the roof. Can you remember what these tomato plants were called? Yeah? My favourite. They're called Kimberley, yeah? A Kimberley is a vined tomato, yeah? And look at that. All that up there. So I'm having to cut back. So I spent this afternoon cutting some of the leaves back. So it gives time for the tomatoes to get all the goodness in them. Yep. There you go. Here's a quick look. Yeah. Not bad, are they? Not bad at all. Yeah. Not bad at all. And we do have some chilies. But look at that. All the way up to the roof now. Jumanji style. There's your 3. Well, I just gave one to Bill Haley. So these are all basket of fire, these, and these are coming through. They're doing perfectly. Nothing wrong with them. Loads of chilies all hid inside there. Yeah. This will just fire out. So again, here we go. Check these tomatoes out, and don't forget we used a good tomato feed there. Now, since the last filming was only a week away, yeah, and they were down here. They were all here last week. If you remember last week's video, yeah. What do you reckon, Jess? What do you reckon? You having a good sniff, yeah. So there we go. So that's how well we're doing with the tomatoes. You know, doing fine. We're up to the roof now, so I'll have to keep them trimmed down. That's what we do. Go like that. Give them a bit of shake. Yeah. Hello, can I have some more tomatoes, please? There we go. Yep. So again, give them a good shake. Get them pollinated. A good shake. Get them pollinated. So let's see what's going on in the second greenhouse. Here's your other surprise, guys. Now look at it. And guess what? We're up to the roof already. and we're only halfway in July. Now, don't forget, each one of them flowers you can see there, all the yellows, are cucumbers. Mark it more cucumbers. Yeah. We've got some chili plants here at the bottom as well. Oh, camera's having a bit of a funny. Right, there we go. We're back up. Right, there's all chili plants. Yeah, chili plants are doing well. I've cut a lot of them back. I've cut a lot of the chili plants back. So, yeah, I've cut a lot of the chili plants back. So I was just sorting the camera out there. It's got a mind of its own. So I took a lot of the plants, some of the leaves off the chili plants. So if you look along here, let's have a look. We see the chili plants here. They've all been trimmed back, and you can see that there's plenty of room there for the chilies to grow. Yeah, some of them we're going to get a load of chilies off, some we're not. So that's where we're up to so far. Yeah. So guys, so that's the update on both greenhouses and the allotment with the flowers and everything. And look at the cucumbers. They're doing so well. So anyway, so all I can say is, if you like what you see, like what you hear, if you could like it, and then you'll get reminded every time there's a release of Andy's BCA, any videos that get released, it'll give you a reminder if you press the bell, the like button. If you press the subscribe button also, that'll give you a reminder as well, notification when something's been released off our channel. Any questions or anything, just put in the comments below. I will do my best to get back to everyone. And we're doing all right. We can't moan. We're doing all right. So it's going to be goodbye for now. And I'll give you another update in a week or so. We've got quite a lot of things to look forward to as well. Stuff from the camper van and stuff about the plants and everything. So I think it'll start getting a bit better when we start going out doing a bit of travelling, Tiggy, yeah? Are you coming? Yeah, so thanks folks. All the best. And thanks for watching.